Okay. What do we got? Big yawn. This week in Destiny, we're chatting about where we're aiming to improve the power climb and reminding everyone of the rules for the blah, 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 blah. Fine. Finding the path. Adjusting portal rewards. Short-term changes have not met the needs of the players enough. We still need to address more of the overarching feedback. Releasing another live update today to increase the number of rewards dropping from Fireteam and Pinnacle activities. Is this the thing? Is this a new thing? It says, I don't think you can't see it at the top here, but it says, we have deployed a live update and made the following changes. Fixed an issue where Widow's Court was not dropping the correct number of rewards. Thank you for that. We did that the other day, and it was terrible. Added an additional base reward drop to the following Fireteam and Pinnacle activities. A couple Battleground, Behemoth, and Core. 3 Reclaims, exotic missions, all the dungeons. Okay. How many is Reclaim dropping? It should be 3 now, right? 3. It's pretty good, especially with how broken the game is right now with like freaking Sturm damage bonus and the empty sword ammo light attack thing. Like, you should be ripping through those. I think we were doing them in like 7 or 8 minutes, like going kind of slow. I don't hate that. I don't hate that like friend gaming is the best thing to run. I really don't. That's good. I do want to see what it's like when the game is not completely broken, where like, you don't have the Sturm damage bonus thing. You don't have the empty sword ammo attack situation, right? But, like, I was running those. We were doing them, like, 7, 8 minutes. Maybe 9, 10 casually. And now they're dropping 3 things. Good start. Still fine-tuning all the specifics. Okay. Raid and dungeon reward updates. One major feedback item we've seen in the community since Edge of Fate was that the new raid was not feeling rewarding enough. Yes. Feels bad to get tier 1 and tier 2 rewards from difficult content that requires a larger team. Yes. We're buffing up the rewards in Desert Perpetual as well as changing up legacy, raid, and dungeon content to let you farm exotics infinitely without a weekly lockout. Finally, I can give people like a clear answer of like when you can actually farm and not farm exotics in raids and dungeons. Because truth be told, still didn't really know. Really still did not know if you could or could not farm an exotic, or how many times you could farm an exotic, or is it weekly, or is it when it's only featured? Like, good. If anything, to just clarify that you can just do it whenever, and I can stop having to be like, I don't know, is it the featured raid? Here's a full preview of the changes planned for September 23. Increasing power gains from completing encounters in Desert Perpetual in between 300 and 500, regardless of the number of feats active, and beyond 500 for 4+ feats. Okay. Power gains over 500 for 4+. 4+ is a lot. Like, like as soon 3 feet is like pretty much like the new normal for a lot of teams. 4 feet starts to push it. Definitely starts to push it. Although I haven't done a 4 feet that was the non-challenge mode 4 feet. Like, every time I've done 4 feet, it's been with the challenge modes. So I would like to see what it's like not doing the challenge modes. But I'm happy that this is something that exists. Like, 4 feet is not that bad. I mean, some of the challenges are a little annoying for sure. Like, Hobgoblin is kind of like a whole deal. But if you're that high level, yeah, you should be able to handle yourself almost no problem. So that's good. I mean, I would have preferred like 3+ feats because it's just like 3 feet is basically the new normal, but it is what it is. Raid rewards will now start dropping at tier 3 with additional feats, increasing chances for tier upgrades. Cutthroat combatants modifier will now count as 2. Okay. Cutthroat combatants will now count as 2 when determining reward quality. So you could just run with this and reduced revive tokens and reduced damage phases instead of having to do the challenges. Interested to see how that feels, again, when the game is actually working properly. Removing weekly friction to exotic weapon rewards in legacy and dungeon activities. These now have a chance to drop each time their source encounter is completed. Good. I was tired of that, man. Improving the power of your drops in the portal and Desert Perpetual raid. On Tuesday, we took a few steps forward with 9101 by upgrading the power of drops in certain power bands that weren't where we wanted them to be. Even bigger strides in an upcoming patch. Here's the plan. We're going to speeding up the power climb even further. Good. Bonus engram power updates. Yes. Catch-up mechanics to help your friends on the power climb. Great. In addition to the changes speeding up the power climb, earning seasonal powers like climbing a mountain, we want to welcome more guardians to the mountaintop every season. We need to continue to improve the power players gain from playing in the portal, whether they're the type of player who wants to aim for the highest grades or not. Speeding up the climb for everyone is all about creating more opportunities for all players to gain power. The power grind should be the chill, laid back thing. It should be chill, right? You might not be drowning in like tier 4, tier 5 or whatever, but it should be chill to make that number go up. It should be a fun time. Maybe once you start to hit 500, 525, sure, okay, it starts to scale, you got to go a little bit higher or a little bit harder. But the power grind should be chill. And then getting higher tier gear, that's where you should have to click it up a bit. Bonus engrams power update. We want bonus engrams to be a sort of motivation. Bonus engrams for portal activities will contribute to the power climb until the 550 cap. Why it was not like this in the first place, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I implied that it was the case in my leveling video, because I was like, yeah, go do all your bonus engrams and stuff, right? Why this was not the case from the get-go, I don't know. But hopefully this incentivizes a bit more of that ping-ponging to different activities, right? Like that felt like the whole point of the bonus engrams in the first place is go ping-pong around to different activities that have a bunch of bonus engrams stacked on top of it. But then the bonus engrams were just like more loot. They didn't get you power. So like it didn't really matter that much. I don't know why this launched the way that it did, but I'm happy it's fixed now. But I don't know why it launched this way. I don't know. You missed part of the power climb and feeling too far behind. We're going to add a catch-up mechanic that will help jumpstart you into earning power and higher tier rewards. More details soon. Okay, fine. This is also good. I mean, there's usually always some sort of... It should get easier and easier to level as a season gets closer to the end, right? You play a lot in the beginning. Sure, you get to reap the rewards of being super high level for the entire season. But as we're, coming to a close, you want to get people to get in there because it's just going to reset very soon after, right? Like the value of being at that highest level decreases every single day we get closer to the start of a new season, right? The weekly ritual is not giving enough rewards for the power climb right now. There are several weekly bumps built into the portal as part of the... okay, fine. We want players who consistently finish their weeklies to reach the top of the power climb with plenty of time to earn all the rewards they want. Earning additional power rewards beyond weeklies, such as playing the expansion or the portal, should be an additional option to accelerate your progress even faster rather than feeling like the only way to make progress. Let me read that one more time. Okay, I understand. Yes. I want both old and new stuff to feel like it's really boosting me in the progression of power. Or the progression of power. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't think it's progression, but it's close enough to it. I want to play new stuff in order to get power, in addition to the old stuff. I want both. I'm not playing anything new. The only new stuff I'm playing is Reclaim, and like I'm not even really doing the mythic missions anymore because they're just like not really that exciting. But this is all stuff that we talked about in my I'm not feeling good about Destiny video. Took our first steps towards enhancing the weekly ritual by adding a new challenge to the raid. For future update, we're taking another small step forward by improving the weekly challenges you can access in the seasonal hub. We intend to build off this, start and develop more robust weekly challenges for future expansion seasons. We're still working on all the details on how these goals, but we'll be back next week. Fine. We'll talk about it next week. Why is the raid once per account power boosts? I mean, like, that is going to get seemingly fixed with this, but why was it once per week for the raid? It should not have been once per week per account. It should have been once per week per character, at a minimum, at a bare minimum. Almost like we used to have a strong weekly ritual. I mean, like, I understand the fascination with, like, hey, no more weekly lockouts, no more weekly this, no more weekly that. You can just do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you're going to get some juice. But it's still fun to like log in on reset day and be like, what do we got, man? Fresh batch of rewards, fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. F it, man. Yolder down there somewhere. Just yeet it down. So although I will admit, like missing the weekly stuff and having that weekly cadence, I didn't think was going to affect me as much as it did end up affecting me. Like, I at first thought, like, I wasn't going to really care about this, and it turns out I do kind of care about it, to some degree. Iron Banner's back. Yep. Good for them. Tune into the race for an hour between the 27th and 28th to get the Gnarled Tendrils emblem. Looks pretty good. Follow the race. Updated race rules. Streaming is required, but only one of the 6 must stream. The stream must be on YouTube, Twitch, or Bilibili. Must be set to VOD. If a team member wants to hide portions of their screen, they must use an overlay provided by Bungie. Team member whose streams cannot black out or hide their screen outside of the designated areas. Game audio must always be on. Players may mute. Streaming team member must fill out this contact form before September 27th, 10 a.m. I mean, I guess I'm going to do that for my team. Although plenty of people are on my team are probably going to be streaming. I was kind of hoping for some more insight on like what's going to be banned and not banned. How is this? Okay. This is what it's going to look like. This is what it looks like. So, I mean, like, it's kind of hiding this stuff over here, and then this is like chat, and there's also a couple other things. I think they have to just move this down a smidge. Yeah, I think this, like, you can still very clearly see that this says digitization. But, so, like, move that down a little bit, I guess. Otherwise, was just kind of hoping, I was just kind of hoping for, like, what's going to be banned, what's not going to be banned. For the raid race, doesn't look like we have any of that. Lightweight swords do a disproportionately large amount of damage. Yeah, they were going to fix this, I think, today or yesterday. And then they're like, we'll give you the rest of the week. So if you want to go, like, abuse literally every single part of the game, go nuts. Lightweight sword, no ammo, jump, attack. Does not work with ergo sum. Left click. Yeah, jump in the air, lightweight sword, no ammo, hitting a target, it does like 1 trillion damage. Patch note preview. Oh yeah, this is them reversing some of the nerfs they were gonna do. Facing an issue where grenade and melee stats were giving less passive energy regeneration than intended. Okay. In Reclaim, Brigs will now do more damage across all difficulties. Oh my god, thank you. Dude, the Brigs in Reclaim were so bad, man. They're so bad. Oh my god, thank you. Getting in the Brig was like, it was terrible.